Today's episode of The Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown is brought to you by Jennifer C. at HomeLifeCultureLink.com, Nino Simeka at MortgageGodfather.ca, and Jewelry Forever at JewelryForever.ca. Enjoy the show.
Broadcasting live from Glenmore Record Studios in Toronto, this is The Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown, your Sunday morning talk show with interesting guests, live musical performances, and the most fun you can fit in your coffee cup. Hosted by Scott Dion Brown and Regine Alaina, this is The Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown.
Mama. Thank you. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a very special Mother's Day edition of The Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown, and I'm your host, the one, the only, Scott Dion Brown, and I'm joined, as always, of course, by the greatest, most stupendous co-host in all of the galaxy. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the one, the only,
Regine Alaina. Happy Sunday fun day, and yes, as Scott started off the show, happy Mother's Day to all of our moms out there, especially our very own who we had last year. Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day. Yes, let's each say Happy Mother's Day to our moms. Mom, Happy Mother's Day. Love you very much. Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day, Mom, and Mrs. Brown, and to our guest's mom, who's probably watching as well.
That's right. Yes, Happy Mother's Day. Also, yes, to Regine's mom as well. Happy Mother's Day. Good morning, everybody in the chat. Dark Side, hello. Sorry I'm late. You're not late, Dark Side. You're right on time. Sans the Skeleton.
Late.
Hey. Good morning. Welcome to the stream. Happy Mother's Day, everybody out there. Any moms watching? Regine, how was your week?
It was good. I was like, yes, Scott. It was good. I put out my second YouTube video, which was crazy to think. And yeah, that's basically it. How was your week, Scott? Besides all your video gaming.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, tons of gaming. I'm exhausted, actually. I was planning to go to bed early last night so that I would be nice and awake with lots of energy here for the show. And I've been playing a lot of the new Zelda game on Nintendo Switch. Not streaming it, just like on my own time. And I thought, I'll just play a little more. Anyway, I went to bed at like almost 5 in the morning. So
my gosh.
Didn't work. Yeah.
No.
Have you ever played any Zelda games, Regine?
No, I haven't, but I've seen people play them. I think the only video games I've really played growing up were Super Mario Party 1, 2, and 3, and then the first few Pokemon games that ever came out for Nintendo 360. There was a game, I don't know what it's called, but I know the character's name was Raymond on PlayStation.
Oh.
And Tetris.
I see. Well, those all count. The only reason I ask about Zelda games is because Zelda games were always specifically known for being like open world games where, there's the regular quest you can play to beat the game, but the world is open. You can kind of just go anywhere. Like if you can see it, you can go there. Mm-hmm. And this latest game, Breath of the Wild, the world is huge. Like it feels like it goes on forever. So I've just been having so much fun just wandering around, climbing a mountain, and just seeing stuff. But it's addictive, and I've been up very, very late, including last night. So
oh my goodness. Well, I just wanted to jump in quickly and say Happy Mother's Day to my mom because she is tuned in and she just left the comments. So, hey, Mom, what's up? Yeah.
Good morning.
Beautified by Romina.
There you go. Beautified by Romina. That's right. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. Darkside says he's played all of those and beat it. Well done, Darkside. Awesome. Yeah, those are all good games. Well, I mean, we've got lots to talk about, but we should probably bring in our guest. Actually, I think I cut to him earlier for a split second, so people saw for a split second who's here. But then again, if you see the title, you already know who's here. So our guest today, what should we say about him, Regine? He's no stranger to this show. I think this is his, third appearance, maybe?
This is definitely his third time on the show. Every time he's on here, it's for another reason. He's crazy busy and crazy talented. And I know he also wants to greet my mom a happy Mother's Day. So let's bring him on.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the sit down a very talented singer and songwriter.
And now TikTok.
Influencer.
Influencer.
And squirrel whisperer. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Melvin Bejo.
Hey guys, good morning. Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day to your mom as well.
Yeah,
Melvin.
thank you. Happy birthday to
Happy
your
birthday.
mom, Scott. Or
Did you say happy?
we're like, Happy Mother's Day.
There you go.
Happy Mother's Day. Every mother
Happy
out
Mother's
there.
Day. So
How have you
what's
been?
new? Yeah, have you been? What you been up to?
I've been up to so many things since the last time I was on the show. Through apparently posting a video of a squirrel and then just having it blow up, and then just working a lot and working on some other things for my audition for America's Got Talent and everything else.
Awesome. But yeah, that's the first thing I do want to ask you about is the squirrel, because I mean I saw it posted in your Instagram story.
It's always on
And-
his Insta story.
Yeah, but I want to break it down. So what happened? Because I guess you originally posted it on TikTok, and a
Yeah.
lot has happened because of that. But take us to the beginning. What is the squirrel incident?
So basically what happened was I only found out about TikTok just this year. I downloaded the platform and then I didn't really know how to utilize it and how to just work it because it was kind of confusing. So I deleted it so many times and then I re-downloaded it about a month ago, and I was like really inspired due to this pandemic, and I was really, really bored at home. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna post a lot of content and a lot of things that make me happy. And then just randomly one day, I was just going downstairs to get my mail, and I noticed there's this furry thing in my hallway by the mailboxes, and I was like, whoa, what is that? And like in my first instinct, it was to take out my phone because like something like this, like it never really happens, right? You don't really see anything just randomly inside your home. So I was like, oh my God, I need to film it just in case I need
You're
to show
so funny.
the police, or if I need to show my mom, or if I need to show, just anyone.
Yeah. So it
And
looked like a fluffy. You just first thing you saw, it looked like just like a little furry ball on the ground,
Yeah,
basically.
so I like the front door is right next to the laundry room, so I thought it was a sock or like a scarf or a hat or something. But apparently it wasn't. So I started recording it, and then I don't know, I started poking it and it started moving. I was like, whoa! And then it turned out to be a little baby squirrel. And we live right next to a forest, so there's a lot of like wildlife that come around our area, and just I didn't realize that they came inside of our apartment. So I decided to record it, and then I didn't realize that it was injured and it was like cold. So it was a lot. It was an emotional like experience because a lot of like my the tenants in the building were like they noticed the squirrel as well, and then my landlord came and she was trying to get rid of the squirrel and she wanted to call animal services to get rid of it. I was like, no, like it's hurt, like I need to take care of it. So she left, and then I secretly like it ran outside, so I was like chasing it, and then it went back into my building. And then like everyone was watching me, and like people were saying that I was crazy, and I'm like, I know I'm crazy, but I'm bored and I need to do something.
I need to take care of something.
Yeah, so I was like, what do I do? So I was like, I need to get a box. I need to get like a little towel and then gloves so I can get it. So I quickly ran upstairs and then went downstairs. It was gone, so I was like looking for it. Yeah, and it was so sad. And then I had to secretly, my landlord was downstairs because she was like cleaning, obviously like sanitizing everything. And so I quickly put it into a box and then ran upstairs and then took care of it because it was hurt. It was so sad. And then, yeah, I posted it on TikTok, and apparently, like, right off the bat, just so many notifications, a lot of like love and support. People were like, help it, call animal services, giving me so much advice, and this has never happened to me before. And then like every single time I kept refreshing, 1,000 followers, 5,000 followers, 10,000, and it just kept growing. And I just realized the power of this app. And you know, I hopefully like this story like encourages other people out there, you know, to do something and to help a lot of people out there, and especially animals and wildlife, to rehabilitate them back into the wild, you know. So it's just crazy. And now we're close to 100K. We're at 97.8 thousand followers. So
Holy.
It's crazy, and a lot of people have been messaging me from all parts of the world: France, Australia, United Kingdom, the Philippines, which is really cool. A lot of like little Filipinos are messaging me like, "Oh my God, you're Filipino! Like that's so cool!" Like sending a lot of love, and it's really cool. It's the power of it's amazing.
Awesome.
Aww.
So to wrap, so in the end, you ended up calling animal services, and they came and they took it away to rehabilitate it, right, and take care of it.
Yes, correct. So there was a lot of injuries. There was like an issue with the hip, and there was issues with breathing and brain damage.
Wow.
There was a lot. It's really cool. I don't know if you guys know this, but when you report an injured animal to animal services, they have your number and your contact information on file. So if there's any updates on the health of the animal, they can like let you guys know. And if the animal passes away, or if there's any, you know, treatment involved, that if you wanted to adopt the animal, you have to pay for that.
Are you gonna adopt a squirrel, Melvin?
No. I would like to. But currently she's in the state of she's currently being rehabilitated, and once she's released back into the wild, they'll call me, and then I'm able to document it and to record the entire experience. So hopefully they'll give me a call. It's hopefully like the story's a happy ending, but you know, it's pretty cool.
So should we be saying Happy Mother's Day to you then, Melvin?
Yeah, I would love that. I want to be a mother. But I think I grew up with a lot of like animals. Like I had so many turtles, I had hamsters and birds and everything. So I think I want to, you know, get a hamster or a squirrel and name it Sandy.
Did you
That was what you
name
named the squirrel, right? You
Yeah.
named the squirrel Sandy, right?
Yeah, because she was so cute. And
Did you name her Sandy because of SpongeBob?
Yeah, so growing up, I would always watch SpongeBob before and after school, and I was in love with that character, so I was like, a squirrel!
Okay, wait, first off, you thought it was a sock, and yet you went and poked it? Or did you realize that it wasn't a sock when you decided to poke it?
I think, he must have realized there was something more
say.
going on. You don't usually see a sock and then start poking
No.
it.
I was like, oh, it's cute.
I was gonna go pick up the sock. I was like, oh my god, they freaking dropped
You
the
would have
sock.
just left it there.
Yeah, and it's wild. It's crazy.
I mean, it would have been more wild if it was a sock and you went to pick it up.
That was recording. That would have been so funny. Oh my god. Yeah, but just a lot of people were like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I don't know, but I need to help it.
Did you feed it peanuts?
So yeah, when I brought it upstairs, I just quickly did a lot of research to figure out what to do, and I called animal services and they gave me like advice. They came like 2 hours later. They said they were going to come in 30 minutes to come pick her up. So they're just wrap her up, keep her warm, feed her nuts and seeds and vegetables or fruits, water, warm milk. And I was like, oh my goodness, this is so cool. You know, a little baby squirrel.
It's awesome. Darkside in the chat says, what a nice heart.
Aw, thank you.
Talking about you there, Melvin. So yeah, I'm glad. So you posted it on TikTok, and now
Yeah.
you're close to 100K. Because that's the first thing I was going to say. Because when I was watching your Insta story,
Yeah.
I was like, this is the exact type of video that pops up in my YouTube feed. You know, about, you know, people love interaction with animal videos, and those
Yeah.
videos on YouTube have like millions and millions of views. So I'm glad you've put it somewhere and people are seeing, because that's one of the first things I was gonna tell you is like, if it was just on your Insta story or something, I was gonna say, you know, get those clips together and put it on YouTube. Put the title like, you know, I don't know, I help injured squirrel or something, and millions of views for sure.
Yeah. Well, currently I think that video on TikTok, like the platform, I think it's sitting around 9 million views.
Oh,
There you go. Wow.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
2.2 million likes, and I think around 5,000 comments. So there's a lot of people using this platform, and I think TikTok is blowing up. Like I was telling Scott a couple days ago, you know, Instagram is slowly fading out, Snapchat, Facebook, and I think TikTok is like one of the biggest platforms currently. You know.
Yep.
I would not go on TikTok. I'm sorry.
At first, there was a lot of negative content that I wasn't, you know, inspired by, but also a fan of. So that's why I deleted the app, and I didn't want to be surrounded by so much of that, you know, like negative headspace. But then when I re-downloaded it, I realized that there was a lot of good and amazing content out there, and just it allows people to be inspired, but also be creative, you know, especially during this time.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Do you think in terms of TikTok, it's only going to become, like this is just a phase for TikTok where the popularity is so high because everyone's at home and everyone's bored and everyone's using their creativity right now?
Yeah, no, I think especially during this time, it's really big, and I think everyone should download the app and get on it. But to answer your question, I think especially during this time, this might be like the highest it's ever been in terms of like user content and creators making stuff on the app, you know.
Makes sense. And it's definitely like to what you were saying earlier about how at first you were kind of turned off by it. I mean, every app seems to go through like a maturity phase. Like when it first starts, you know, the early content is often not very good. Like even if you think about YouTube or even Instagram, like when it first started, it was nothing like what
It was
it
just
eventually
pictures, yeah.
became. Yeah. And so I guess it takes time. Like TikTok, I think, filled that void that you know, was left behind by Vine, I guess, when Vine was dying, and then but now it seems to be, well, I guess Vine got killed by Instagram video, right? Or Instagram stories. Instagram stories is what killed Vine, I think.
Definitely.
Or was it Instagram video now? I can't remember.
Insta stories?
Yeah, it might have been because Vine was Vine was 6-second videos.
I think Vine was popular at the same time as Instagram came in, but the more popular Instagram got with all their new features and the upgrades, then Vine kind of just disappeared.
100%.
I never got into Vine either. I had an account, but I never used it.
Yep. It was it was like 6-second little bit. I never had it either, but I know a few of my friends had it and they showed it to me. A lot of the Viners ended up on YouTube actually afterwards because they needed another video platform, and that's how it goes. But yeah, TikTok is going. Yeah, I know you were mentioning I should get TikTok. I'm not ready
Can you
to
imagine
take on
Scott
another
doing those
platform
little
yet.
dances?
100%. I mean, before like this pandemic hit and quarantine was enforced by the government, I was like, you know what? I really wanted to get back into social media and to figure out a way where I can like spread a message and, you know, have people look at my content and also just like advertise myself as an artist. And like TikTok was on like the top of my list to get involved with, but once I downloaded it and like everything started happening all at once, there was a lot of like my audience was younger, and when I downloaded the app, like you can see your analytics and figure out your demographic of content users. So it was everyone was so young, and I'm like a young adult, and everyone that was liking and commenting were pretty young. So it's definitely a different change of, you know, like demographic, but I feel like the content that you post, like a lot of people will get attracted to it, especially like your age or younger or maybe even older. So there's a range.
So how does it, like, what makes it, I mean, I don't know, I guess I'm basically asking you for like what is TikTok, but basically but is it just like any other video, like you basically can just record a video and post it? Like, is there a length of time it has to be? Is it certain lengths? Is it up there forever? Does it disappear? What makes TikTok unique from another video sharing platform?
So it's very similar to the Vine platform where you upload however long. I think Vine was 6 seconds, and it just loops. But with
Yeah, I
TikTok,
remember that, yeah.
it'll still loop the video, but you have the option to posting a 15-second to 60 seconds, wherever in that time frame. But it's really cool because there's a lot of effects that you can use. There's like sound effects, sounds, captions that you can add. So it encourages people to be creative with their content, which is really, really cool. Unlike Vine and like Instagram video as well. So you're basically you're telling a story within 60 seconds. Like a lot of people share, updating their closet or their room or renovating their house, or story times, or people can show their talents with their singing and anything else. There's a whole wide range of things that you can do with the platform, and that's what's really attractive to a lot of users like myself. Like a lot of people can utilize it for different things, and if people are growing a business or people are growing their following for their artistry, it's really cool and inspiring.
That was a good answer.
I may have to check it out. I may have to check it out at some point. I mean, I've been most of the stuff that I've seen. I mean, all I really see of TikTok are basically compilations that people post in other places.
Dances.
Lots of dancing. I'm seeing it in my Facebook feed. A lot of people are dancing. And I see it and I'm like, okay, that's cute. But there's been nothing that I've seen from all that made me want to be like, yeah, I got to get in on that.
Yeah, that's true.
But if it's oh yeah, what were you saying? Yeah.
I feel like in order to set yourself aside from everyone on the platform, you have to differentiate what you want and, be unique with your content, especially. There's so many dancers out there, like you said. There's a lot of DIYers, artists, singers, but, the people that explode on the platform and have a bigger message, they do other things, you know what I mean, that are different than the norm, basically.
Like nurse a squirrel.
Nurse a baby squirrel. But I was doing a lot of research with TikTok and how to grow your business, basically. And there's a specific algorithm that you should follow. I can give you more information if you'd like, just in terms of advice on how to grow the platform. But there's different hashtags that you should use. There's different people that you should tag, trends to follow, like music to use, captions to use. There's a lot of things to follow, basically, that people will use to grow. So it's really, really cool. And I love how TikTok allows anyone of any race, any age, any gender, any size to grow on the platform. And it's really, really cool. Unlike, I guess, other platforms, but.
All right. Well, I think you might be convincing me here. I might have to take a look at this thing. I might have to take a look at just what can this thing be, and I might make you my TikTok guru there, Melvin.
100%.
All right. In fact, speaking of TikTok,
Yeah.
or actually not really, but speaking of something that I believe is known on TikTok, which is TikTok Coffee, Regine recently posted a video which I knew nothing about. Dalgona.
How have you not heard
coffee?
of Dalgona coffee?
Well, if it's on TikTok, I would know about
But I'm
it.
not on TikTok. It's literally all over social media. If you're not playing video games, Scott, you should really look into what's trending.
You know, that's what it is. I've been too busy hunting for shrines in Zelda or fighting goblins. But okay, so Regine. Anyway, everybody who's watching this, Regine has recently started a YouTube channel. And I believe I put the link in the description down below on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe to her there. But she just posted her second video, which was about Dalgona coffee. Regine, tell us about that.
What is Dalgona coffee? It's literally whipped coffee with milk. You take instant coffee. Do you want me to do a demonstration? I'm just kidding. You take instant coffee, water, and sugar, equal parts, 2 tablespoons each, and you whip the living hell out of it. I did 3 different methods to help everyone figure out which is the best for them. So, Scott, you can watch the video and find out.
I've already watched it. I watched it already. I already know the best method, but I'm not going to spoil it for anybody. But it was eye-opening. I didn't expect the method that ended up being best to be the best. But if you want to know which one it is, you have to go watch the video. But it was interesting knowledge there.
it was interesting. It was a lot of work in terms of whisk. I kept saying whisking and whipping and calling it a whisker.
Yeah, you called the whisk a whisker, correct? But it added.
I mean, it is a
added to the
whisker.
fun. Yes, you're right.
Right?
Yes.
So, but it was interesting to film. It was interesting to go through the process, and then once the coffee hit, I was like, you know what, let's just edit it. So I edited it. I recorded it, edited it,
Yeah. Yep.
and then uploaded it within 3 hours, and I was like, oh, the coffee hit.
Coffee hit. She was just flying on caffeine. Gave her all the energy she needed.
3 cups of coffee. That's what happens.
So Dalgona coffee. It's looking at the ingredients. It looks like it's quite a sweet beverage. Yes, would that be accurate?
Well, Scott, if you watch the video, you know one of them was stronger than the other.
Yes, but there's quite a bit of sugar in there, right?
It's 2 tablespoons of sugar and 2 tablespoons of coffee, so they kind of balance it out, and then the milk mellows it out as well. So
2 tablespoons. That's about, like, if you ordered like a double, that's about what they put. Right? Or do they put, is double tablespoons or teaspoons? I'm not even sure.
I don't work at Tim Hortons. Melvin, you work at a coffee shop.
I think it's tablespoons.
Oh, there you
Seriously?
go.
I thought it. Okay, now I'm gonna figure out what kind of sugar I'm putting in my coffee next time.
Interesting. In fact, we should ask Melvin about that, because that's right, Melvin. So you are still, during this quarantine times, but you're still working.
Yes, I'm working on the front lines.
Yeah. So what's it been like? Because I think most of the people we've had on so far, they've either been students, so they're at home, or they're people whose jobs they're basically working from home, so they're all remotely, and but you're actually still going out into the world. So what's it like? What do you have to deal with?
Well, I'm currently still a student, so everything online in terms of school, I'm still doing that. But for work, I'm currently an employee at Starbucks, and some locations in Mississauga where I live, they're open, either drive-through stores or some remote stores are still opening up to the public. So we're taking mobile orders, drive-throughs, and we're actually taking walk-ins. I find people are able to walk in and order. It's a little nerve-wracking just because my location gets really, really busy, because the store that I'm working at is in a residential condo building, and we're surrounded by like 10 different high-rises. So we get a lot of lines and a lot of people. We're trying our best to limit the amount of people that come into the store, so 2 people max at a time, and we need them to follow, social distancing guidelines, so 6 feet apart, no more than 2 people in together. So if you're with a family, 2 people come in, 2 people stay outside. It is really, really difficult, and a lot of my employees have said it's kind of nerve-wracking and scary, because you never know. We get a lot of people who travel, so that live in our condos, because you can tell they have their suitcases and everything. And
you're near a hospital too, so I'm sure a lot of them are nurses or.
Yeah, and it's not really the greatest, because we're trying our best. Yeah, but with Starbucks, they recently, I think a month or 2 ago, published that we're giving free healthcare workers and frontline workers a free coffee or a tea. So it encourages, it's amazing what they're doing, and we totally respect them for that, and it's not an easy job to do. So obviously it's really nice to help them out in that aspect, but we do get a lot of doctors and nurses who have finished a shift out of the COVID ward in the hospital, or who have been exposed to a lot of people with the virus, and there's a lot of firefighters and police officers that are the frontline workers, but they're coming in, and it's not really the greatest, because right when they leave, we have to sanitize everything, wash our hands, and just to take extra precautionary methods. So it's definitely not the greatest environment, but we're trying our best, and hopefully everything opens up soon, so we get back to normal.
Wow. And it's good to hear that they are taking sounds like they're taking steps to keeps things safer for you guys, even that importance of sanitizing regularly and all that stuff. That's good to know.
100%. And Starbucks is a really good company to work for, especially during this time. There's a lot of benefits and different bonuses that people have received. So they're not laying anyone off, which is really, really good. So they still want their employees to work.
For sure. Cool. Well, stay safe. Stay safe out there. And it sounds like you are, so...
Thank you.
Wonderful stuff. Very, very good.
How are you guys doing?
Good. I do miss my Starbucks though. I didn't get my Starbucks drink on my birthday, and I was like, oh, what a tease. But
Oh, so they're extending the policy. So if it's just the birthday month, so you can go
my
anytime
month is
during.
over. Because
If you go, someone will
okay,
probably
I'm
help.
curious though, because so my birthday is the end of April, right? So would that mean from my birthday to a month past, or
You can ask. I think it's strictly
I'm just gonna go to your
April.
location. Melvin, here's my app.
Help me out. Yeah. Just definitely go to your nearest location and figure that out. They can probably definitely help you out with that.
My nearest location is closed.
There's no drive-thrus in Scarborough or Markham.
I don't live in Scarborough or Markham.
Do you live in Vaughan?
No. Anyways, no one needs to know where I live on the
There are probably there's probably another Starbucks somewhere around one of those locations. I don't know. Or maybe Regine, maybe it's just that's I don't know.
I'll just make my Dalgona coffee. It's fine.
Just make your Dalgona. Although I have a sneaking suspicion if you reported your dilemma to your local or your next nearest local Starbucks, I feel like they will probably be nice enough to help you out. That would be my guess. Because
Yeah.
that would be my guess. We should do the ad break. It's been about a half hour. So let's do the ads. Guys, you know what? This show, was brought to you by some very important people. Wouldn't you say so, Regine?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. They were brought to you, of course, by the people I'm talking about, our fantastic advertisers. Hey, Regine.
Yes, Scott.
Do you want to find out what your home is really worth?
Potentially.
Are you buying or selling a home?
Possibly.
Well, then guess what, Regine? Guess what? As I just have to find the thing to click on it. Then Jennifer C., Realtor at Home Life Culture Link, is here to help. Call or text Jennifer today at 647-403-8887. Don't deal with just anyone. Speak to a professional. Jennifer C. at Home Life Culture Link. To see her current listings, visit homelifeculturelink.com.
Happy Mother's Day, by the way, to Jennifer.
Happy Mother's Day to you, Jennifer C. Happy Mother's Day. Nino Saimeka, the Mortgage Godfather, is here to give you advice with any mortgage needs you may have. And he will shop to find you the best mortgage. Nino Saimeka, mortgage agent. He'll give you an offer you can't refuse. He'll give you an offer you can't refuse, Michael. I'll give you an offer you can't refuse. Find out more. Find out more at mortgagegodfather.ca or call 905-604-6955. It took a few tries with the impression there to find the right voice, but I found it in the end. Regine.
78 episodes later.
There you go. And this episode was brought to you by Jewelry Forever. Conveniently located at CF Markville Shopping Center on 5000 Highway 7 East Markham. They do custom-made jewelry, repairs, and change watch batteries, all done on site. And they've got an amazing deal going on right now, don't they, Regine?
They do. If you go in when the pandemic is over and let them know that Regina and Scott sent you, you'll get 15% off your entire purchase.
That's right, 15% off. They've got an amazing selection of items. You'll be sure to find something special for the special person on your list. So let them know Scott and Regine sent you. 15% off your purchase, an amazing, wonderful thing. And also, speaking of, I guess, social media and all that, they are currently doing a giveaway on their Instagram page. So if you would like the chance to win, it is a Father's Day giveaway.
Because they did one for Mother's Day.
They did a Mother's Day one that was given away, and it's been awarded just in time for Mother's Day and all that business. So now, just in time for Father's Day, follow them on Instagram at Jewelry Forever, I believe it is. Look them up on Instagram. And I think you have to comment on their post. And
comment
they're
and
give
follow
away,
them.
There you go. Comment and follow them. And they're going to be giving away a beautiful men's stainless steel bracelet.
Ooh.
Just in time for Father's Day. Yeah, that's right. So comment on their thing and
let
that's
them know
it. And
Scott and Regine sent you.
let them know Scott and Regine sent you. Exactly. There you go. And of course, get in touch with them when the pandemic's over and go get yourself something nice. And we're back. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. If you're just tuning in, we're here with singer, songwriter, Melvin Bejo. Melvin Bejo.
Singer, songwriter, turned TikTok influencer, turned squirrel whisperer, and frontline worker at Starbucks.
All that good stuff.
All into one person.
Oh, speaking, I got a couple things that have been going on lately. I think, Regine, a couple shows ago I mentioned. Remember how the snowbirds, the Canadian, like what are they called? They're like an Air Force squadron. You know, they fly in formation and stuff. So they've been flying over different cities across the country to kind of, it's in support of frontline workers across the country. And they were supposed to fly over Toronto yesterday, but they had to cancel the flyover because of weather. But they're currently flying. Well, I think it's done now, but this morning, about an hour ago, or I guess maybe an hour and 40 minutes ago now, when I was getting ready for the show, they flew over. So they're flying over Toronto this morning.
Nice.
Yeah, so
we missed it.
Yeah, I was sitting here, I was getting ready, and suddenly I hear, I look up and I see this beautiful formation of 9 planes just fly across the sky. It was
That's
a beautiful
awesome.
thing. It was a beautiful thing. It was inspiring. And if you want to look, they started on the East Coast. So if you're, if you'd like something to see that, and you're, I guess, west
On the
of
west end,
Toronto,
yeah.
look it up and see when they'll be coming to your city, and they'll be flying overhead. The wonderful snowbirds flying overhead.
You think the
and
snowbirds brought the snow to Toronto?
Yeah, they might have. That's true. Yeah, it was snowing yesterday. I know. It's crazy.
Canada got snow, but then all these, like, okay, not Canada, Ontario got snow because my friends in BC are posting it's 22 degrees out there, and I'm like, what?
What?
Jealous.
Yeah, it's incredibly cold, and I don't know what's going on here. It's a crazy time. The other thing I did want to talk about, we talked about it last week, but it's still going on. The Canada's Top Choice Council is still running a GoFundMe called Snacks and Packs, and they're trying to raise $10,000 to provide lunches and snacks to frontline doctors and nurses across the GTA who are working in hospitals right now, and they're delivering these free lunches for them so that they don't have to run out and buy their lunch or or worry about something else. It's just one less thing that they have to worry about. So that's what they're raising money for. So if that's something you'd like to support, go on GoFundMe.com and just search up Snacks and Packs. This photo you're seeing now is the title page there, so look for that. And if that's something you'd like to support in the GTA, it's a wonderful cause. Snacks and Packs, feeding the front line, providing lunches and snacks to doctors and nurses at different hospitals across the GTA during this pandemic. So that could be something. If that's something that interests you, feel free to look it up. Brought to you by the Canada's Top Choice Council. There you go. And there you go. Melvin, last time you were on the show, you were talking about your audition for America's Got Talent. So but obviously then that was obviously before all of this stuff happened and the entire world basically shut down. So what's happened since? What's going on?
So ever since the audition, a lot of the executive producers have reached out to the international contestants that have submitted their auditions online, and people who have actually gone to the open calls to audition. And they basically updated everyone saying that they're no longer going through with people who are outside of the States just because of border measures and a lot of legality issues regarding the pandemic. So Breakfast Television announced a couple weeks ago that they're doing a Canada's Got Talent Family Edition series, which is really, really cool. There was a lot of like advertisements and media surrounding it on like CP24 and the radio and everything. So if any of you are interested in auditioning, showing your talent online, or
Maybe.
submitting a submission, so you just go to Breakfast Television. It's really cool that I'm advertising it, but so Breakfast Television and then Canada's Got Talent Family Edition. You can easily submit your video or anything online, and hopefully they'll give you a call. It was really cool because Simon Cowell posted like a video talking about the Canada's Got Talent series, so it's pretty legit and it's pretty exciting. I'm not too sure what the prize is, but hopefully it inspires everyone to film a video and submit it. I
love how it took Simon Cowell's post to make it legit.
I know. I was like, is this legit? I don't know. Is this like Canada's Got Talent?
You're so funny.
No, it's actually in partnership with America's Got Talent, so it's really cool that they're doing this.
Awesome. Well, I mean, Simon Cowell is... Well, Simon Cowell would make it legit. He was the original. He brought us, the original American Idol. He's a legend, that guy, known for being very mean at times on TV. But he's the guy.
But he picks great talent, so...
Exactly. Well, that's
really
the
does,
thing,
yeah. And there's so much talent in Canada, so hopefully a lot of people submit videos and expose their talent, so...
Well, did you see Serge Ibaka, the basketball player? He's been doing talent shows on his Instagram.
So cool.
What's her name? We had...
Teresa?
No. Teresa was on there. Yeah, that's right. Teresa was on there. And I only know her by her name and not her stage name. Scott, help me. She was on our show recently.
Veronica?
Recently?
Kosa? No.
Jalen? We've had a bunch of singers on.
Before Jalen.
Aika?
Yes, Aiko is on there. I was like, what is her stage name? Wow.
I was like, uh-oh. You can't...
I haven't had coffee yet. Sorry.
Haven't you had your Dalgona coffee yet?
No. But yeah,
That's cool.
She was on there. Melvin, you should try it. I mean, you're too, Scott, but I mean, you're too busy playing video games. So Melvin, you should try it.
Yeah.
I think they're already finished with all the submissions, so now it's just kind of like the talent show aspect. So I think submissions are already finished, but maybe next time when he does it, or next year. But
I'm sure he'll do it again soon, especially since it doesn't seem that the pandemic is going to end anytime from now. So,
what's your opinion on everything?
In terms of the pandemic, or in terms of
like when
talent
things are
shows?
Come back, you mean?
Yeah, when things are going to come back.
Well, I mean, I did see yesterday they did announce that they're starting to reopen some things. I think they announced that parks and certain things are opening up starting. Well, I don't have the dates, but it might be as early as next week. I know that they've just approved Ontario pro sports teams can start training again under restrictions, obviously.
No way.
I mean, and actually the thing I saw yesterday was Ontario, the cases have been going down. I believe the last report from either yesterday or the day before is they were under 300, and that was the first time they've been that low for, I don't know, a month or something. So
That's good news.
Yeah, it is. I think it looks like at this point anyway, I mean, we don't know if there's going to be like a second swing or something, but it's looking like at the very least that we can sort of see the light at the end of the tunnel. I'm not sure how far away it is, but it looks like even now the government is starting to think in those terms of like, okay, they don't want to just open everything up and let everybody out again, but it looks like we're starting to move in that direction. So it seems to be working. The curve seems to be flattening. So
it's interesting that you said that though, Scott, because there is that talk of a second wave that could be coming and could be a lot worse. So they're opening certain companies up now, and I know some companies are in the talks of policies on returning back to work. But again, it's that second wave that we don't know how that's going to affect us. And will it come back in the winter? Will it be like the flu?
Yeah, exactly.
So yes, people are eager and want to go out, but I think people need to also remember the precautions on when we go back out in the real world type of thing, because we don't want that second wave to hit. And there's no vaccine yet. So for instance, like, yes, it's all coming back, or it's slowly coming back, but there are still events that are being postponed, that are canceling. The CNE is being canceled. The Stampede in Calgary is being canceled. The Cider Festival is canceled, right? So I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a slow. It's definitely going to be a slow build up. Sorry, what were you going to ask?
Yes,
there?
Melvin.
Oh yeah, sorry, my connection's kind of like getting lost here and there. But I wanted to ask you, Regine, in regards to Miss Galaxy, how is everything happening with like your pageant and everything?
It's interesting that you bring that up. So this past week, our director for Galaxy International has actually announced that she is postponing our pageant. So with that being said, I will not be competing until the summer of 2021. And I know that Cindy, the national director of Canada Galaxy, is actually going to be making an announcement this week in terms of Canada Galaxy. So I can't say much about it, but all I can tell you guys is that my pageant preparation is now extended to another year. And
so is your reign.
Again, wait for Cindy's post. But in terms of that, it's kind of a blessing in disguise, because some of our viewers know, and the both of you know, that I did get injured over the holiday at Christmas time. So I haven't been able to fully prepare. And I was actually getting very anxious in terms of swimwear, because it's like, hey, my body's not the way that I want it to be. And to think that our pageant was actually going to be this year in July, I was like, well, my body's just not going to be what I want it to be. But with that extension of a year in preparation, I'm excited for. But it sucks, because I know there are a lot of other pageants out there, not just the Galaxy system, that have been on cancellation or being postponed. Like, I haven't seen anything from Canada Top Choice, or even like PIDC. I haven't seen anything. I know Beanie Beanie in the Philippines, they're also on hold right now. So wow. It's affecting everyone. It's affecting AGT, or other competitions like American Idol. They're now filming at home, which is insane. And then
yeah, you know what? I'm curious. Sorry to interrupt. You know, like, I watch, like, my family and I are obsessed with like Miss Universe and watching that pageant, because it happens every single year. And I feel like, especially during the questionnaire time, like towards the ending of the pageant, they're going to be talking about this pandemic and Corona and everything, and how it's affected everyone, you know? Like, I'm just curious to know what these questions are going to be like, and how it has affected everyone internationally.
It's definitely something that's hit home for everyone. So we're all going to have our own stories to tell at the end of this. Like, we did the sit down in our living rooms via Skype.
I mean, the interesting thing is going to be, things are going to be different for a very long time, even after, because it's not even just the pandemic itself, but it's that I think we've all had to change our lifestyles, and we've all changed our habits, and we've all changed everyday things that we do. And I feel like this type of thing will have an effect on how people generally go about things, I think probably for years. And I just think there are things, like, I'm very curious to see, like, what will regular discourse be? What will political discourse be like? I mean, it's weird to see politicians lately have been, for a lot of times, getting along in a weird way. They've been working together on this thing. Like, you know, you're not seeing the sort of, you're seeing some of it, but you're not seeing the real constant partisanship that you used to see. It's just, the atmosphere has changed. This has just changed how people talk to each other. It's changed how we interact. I'm curious to see, even once all of this is behind us, what will be left over? What will we do differently? That's the interesting thing. I'm even
Will we
noticing little
also be
things.
in it together?
Well, yeah, there's that. But like, I'm even noticing something like, you know, we talked about it last week, how I do grocery pickup now. You know, I order the groceries online. They send me an email when it's ready. I pull into the parking lot. They bring it to my car. I drive home. Right?
I do Instacart, so
There you go.
I don't
It's
even
delivered.
leave the house. Yeah.
Yeah. But I was thinking about it as I was driving home the other day after picking them up. I was like, this is pretty convenient. I'm like, I mean, aside from, I forgot something, I better run in and grab it. Is there a reason why I should ever go in the store? Like, do I need to do that? And I wonder, like, will that be something that I'm just like, oh, well, I could go
turning
get groceries.
bougie. I'm kidding.
Well, no, but it's just like, this is something that before all of this, it would be something that I never would have even thought of changing. It would be something that it would just, you know, I need food, I'll go pick up groceries. But now it's just, because now I've gotten used to doing it this way, and it's actually quite convenient. You know, it's just one little thing that I'm like, I might just do things differently now. And I'm curious to see on a larger scale, I don't know, how is our culture going to be changed?
You know what
yeah.
Sorry, go ahead. Finish.
No, I think I was finished.
Sorry. I was going to say I'm interested to see what's going to happen with certain services like valet parking and dry cleaning, because we're so used to not being near people and avoiding people, but those kind of services like laundromats and stuff, they're literally hands-on with your car and your jackets and your shirts and your whatever it might be. So I'm really interested to see what will happen.
Yeah. Well, even something as simple as like restaurants, right? Like even when they lift the restrictions, I'm positive it's going to be a very slow change back to when people start going, okay, yeah, I'm gonna go sit on a crowded patio now. You know,
but do you know how much I miss that?
That's the thing. But I definitely miss it too. But there are going to be people who think, oh well, okay, fine, they've lifted the restrictions, but is it still safe to go? You know, I think it's definitely going to be a slow move, and I'm wondering, are restaurants going to, you know, my guess is in the early stages they're going to be, you know, way fewer tables, and I'm wondering how long that'll last.
Yeah.
It's just interesting. Whereas before, you know, you go to a trendy restaurant, especially one that's hard to get a seat, and you're used to practically sitting at the same table with somebody. Like the tables are so close together. There's somebody right next to me.
Like your elbows are hitting. Yeah.
Yeah, and I wouldn't exactly. Yeah, and I wouldn't even think about that. But now that's something that is going to be in people's minds. It's going to be interesting. And I don't know how long those things are going to last. Like
But it's so interesting because all three of us on this episode right now, we're all so used to being out and about, especially on weekends, whether you get to performing or we're emceeing or competing or whatever. So it's really, Melvin, how has it affected you? Because you were in the midst of your high with AGT, and you literally were on the sit down right before this whole pandemic. You're one of our last guests. Now that I think about it, how has it changed you? Like you said, you're a student, you're working at Starbucks, you're a performer.
So it's definitely changed a lot of things, and Scott can probably relate to a lot of it. But this year for 2020, I really wanted to.
You were saying.
Yeah, I wanted to expand a lot of the things that I've done in regards to performing and auditioning for a lot of TV shows and doing a lot of things. But since it's put a pause on a lot of the plans that I had, it's just, you know, it's not really like, you know, I'm quitting all of the things that I've planned, but I'm just like extending it and like, you know, having it rescheduled for another date. We were talking about this earlier, but something that really that was really interesting and like kind of a touchy subject was I went out for dinner last night just because I like to support local restaurants and like order takeout. And I'm not going to say the name of the restaurant and everything, but I went in.
Do it! No, I'm just kidding.
I ordered my takeout and I came inside and the restaurant lights were closed. And like I walked inside and I went to go pick up my food, and then I was going to pay for my order. And I noticed that there was like a sleeping bag next to the chairs and everything.
Oh my God.
And I asked her, it's one of the local restaurants that I go to around my neighborhood. And I asked her, I was like, is everything okay? And she was like, because of this pandemic, like we haven't been able to pay our rent and like pay for a lot of the things, like our expenses for my family. So we've been like staying in our restaurant.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And it just kind of like made me think how this is affecting smaller mom and pop shops and local restaurants and businesses. So I did the good thing, and she was like, we mainly make majority of our income through tips, and now that like our restaurant is closed, it was a family business. She was like, now that we're not able to do that, then we had to sleep in our restaurant. So I did the good thing. I tipped like 50%, and I gave like another like $50 as well, just to help them get groceries and pay for other bills. And she was like, thank you, like, did you want like a drink or did you want anything else? And I was like, no, honestly, like you can keep it, like I'm sorry that you have to go through this. But it was really heartfelt, and like it opened up my eyes to everything going on. And I was like, that's why I asked the question on how this is affect everyone. But it's just so crazy, like, especially seeing all these long lines and everything at grocery stores. And it's kind of like, why are you supporting like big chain restaurants when you can support smaller local shops,
Why support Krispy Kremes and line up for 3+ hours?
Because it was my birthday. But
oh yeah, you did that. I was just talking in general. I totally forgot you did.
But I really wanted
Oh yeah, you did do that.
There's no like small local donut shops around me, like
there is in St. Catharines, even though it's kind of a drive, but
it was just
that's about 2 hours away, but it's pretty close, I guess.
Not from where he is.
Yeah, it's like an hour, but it was just truly eye-opening, and I felt really, really bad for them. But hopefully, I told her, I was like, hopefully, the government opens up everything soon, and we can get back to normal, and everyone can, do their part. Well,
because that's the thing, right? I mean, the people who are doing fine are the people who are able to work from home, right? Like I know we had Wayne Buff Boy Williams on here, and his business has been going great because suddenly people can't go to the gym, so they're looking for trainers, and he's training people online.
That's awesome.
But then you have something again, like the restaurant business already. Most restaurants are squeaking by on razor thin margins because it's such a competitive industry, right? And they're reliant on regular customers coming in, changing over the tables, tips, like you were saying. And suddenly, all of that is gone, And people can still order out, and it's good, like you said, you're ordering out. But those are the businesses, that are definitely struggling. And that's great what you did for them there, Melvin. But yeah, it's that's the thing. It's some people are really, really having a hard time of it. So. It's not an easy thing. It's definitely not an easy thing.
Yeah.
Melvin, you're a squirrel saver and a restaurant saver all in one sitting.
Thanks.
But it is something to think about, people. That's I'm glad you're bringing that up, Melvin. Like support your local businesses. I mean, especially if you've got a favorite place nearby that you always go to.
And a lot of them are reopening up. A lot of I know wineries are opening up. Venues are opening up, so it's good to get back to them.
Yeah, and I think the plan has been now I think they've started rolling out like what the rules will be. Like it is the plan, but again, I mean, most restaurants, you can't just stop the money coming in for a month or 2 months straight, right?
It's hard.
And even the ones that have been able to stay open, they don't need all their wait staff, right? They don't, so even the ones that are still going, they've probably laid off several people because you don't need that many people if all you're doing, say, is like a pickup counter.
You just need your kitchen, yeah.
Yeah, so it's just it's not the same. And I think that's probably one thing I have noticed is like we have been ordering in more, again, just because we're home, and it's sometimes
you're supporting the local companies.
Sure, I mean that's it's perfect. But the thing I've noticed, The thing I've noticed though is there are a lot of restaurants offering things like, order from us, you get, a free dessert or a free appetizer. And I think it's because of that. It's because they're all trying to incentivize people to order because they are having a hard time of it. So,
I've ordered from a few places off of Uber Eats, and they will send coupons being like, when we open up again, come on in for a free app. I'm like, all right, I'll come in for a free app.
Yeah.
What? Oh.
Yeah. It was Jack Astor's, so if you want, do that.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Yeah.
You heard it here, people. Jack Astor's is, well, yeah, I mean, that makes sense. But again, Jack Astor's, that one's a pretty big
chain. Yeah.
So,
but still, okay, you get a free app.
Yeah. All right. So Melvin, what's going on now? So again, everything's on hold. But so what have you been doing with music? Obviously.
So currently still working on the EP. With everything happening, I'm still not able to go into the studios to record. Mainly just like making my masters and mixes at home. I'm doing it myself, and then having to send it out to producers just because you can't really physically go into a studio and deal with all of that. So it's definitely put a pause on a lot of people's plans and a lot of things. But I think during this time, like, it gives people the creative outlet to just focus on what they want to create.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I know. You and I are probably about in the same boat with that, right? Because I mean, I was used to regular rehearsals. I mean, I haven't seen the band from Siggy. I haven't seen my own band since this all started.
Since before you went for vacation.
Wow.
Yeah, that's right. So it's been months. No live music, no shows, no rehearsals. Do
you still know how to play the piano and guitar?
I mean, actually, what's funny? One thing I have been doing on some of my live streams is the very first thing I do when we go live is I'm usually playing a little bit of music just to like get things started. So I've been doing that, but it's definitely not at the same level as what I was used to. I'm definitely going to be out of practice, but
you should do that for the sit down.
Yeah,
I could. That could be how I. That's true. That could be how I open
Forget the
things
intro video. Just go.
Yeah,
you should
just do the intro live.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You take requests on live. Be like, okay, guys, what do you want me to do now?
I definitely am not good enough on piano to do that. I might be able to do that on guitar, maybe, but even then. But it's but the thing is that it's done is because again the regular things that I've been doing, rehearsals and stuff, have been stopped. But it's also removed a lot of not only distractions, but just suddenly you got a lot more time at home, and so I find myself working more on just the creative side. Like I've been doing a lot of work editing the film that I've been working on for so long, but I'm actually getting work on it now, big chunks every day. It's getting further and further along. And so you've been working as well on the creative side of thing, right, Melvin?
Mm-hmm. A lot of people don't realize, but like, especially with people in our industry, it takes a lot of time working on something, like editing a YouTube video, whisking coffee with a whisker, or just editing a film. Like, it takes a lot of time. So especially during this pandemic, it encourages a lot of people to dedicate a certain amount of time to creating this project.
Drink some Dalgona coffee and they'll give you a lot of energy, Melvin.
It's so good. I've made it before. You know what the trick is? Do you have like one of those electrical whisks?
Wait, they need to watch you. You clearly need to watch my video. Watch the video and find out which method was the best.
Oh. Okay, I didn't see that part.
Clearly not. You clearly haven't watched it. I'm sorry, you just said you saw the intro. Okay, calm down.
I saw the title.
Hey, I was working really... what took the longest out of the whole editing process was the thumbnail. The thumbnail. I was like, Scott, what picture should I use? I was like, guys, what picture should... This one or this one? And I think of all the photos that people were saying to use, I didn't use them.
Well, yeah, the thumbnail is important because that is the first thing people see. I mean, the thing is, especially on YouTube, you're bombarded with all these images. And so it's like you're scrolling through and that thumbnail needs to be, it needs to grab you enough that people will want to click on it. Otherwise,
Did you approve of my thumbnail?
I did. I actually liked it. I liked that you ended up using 2 photos. It was good. It just looked it looked nice. What I like, Regine, is that your what I will say about your channel is, it's brand new, and it's only got 2 videos on it, but you don't come across as a new YouTuber. You know what I mean? Like,
because I've been on YouTube for 78 episodes.
Well, exactly. That's the thing, right? So it's that I can tell that you've taken to it naturally already, and I like seeing the video. I'm like, yeah, this could be something that, there's an audience for this. I really actually think you're going to do well. So I'm glad that you've gotten it started for sure.
But you guys forced me into it. I'm just kidding.
Yes, exactly.
You're like, here's the edge of the ocean. We're just gonna push you. And I'm like,
Jump.
okay.
Yeah. Sometimes that's what you need. But it's good. It's looking good. So
Melvin, you should watch it.
I will after this live stream.
Sorry, Scott.
And right
I cut you
now,
off.
and you're editing on your phone?
Mm-hmm. I'm filming on my phone. Well, see, my editing is very basic. Like, I know there's some people that are like, 13 minutes, that's a long video. But I'm like, I'm basic editing. I can't fast forward. I don't know how to do it yet. And so what I've been doing is I have a clicker and I press it to record it. And then I kind of do them in sections so that it's easier for me to just copy and paste everything.
Yep.
Or I'll think of what I want to include in it and then just tape that and then do something else. So it's just literally just copy, paste, cut, paste, and then I'm done.
Yeah. Cool.
Again,
Well,
I almost didn't put music in it and I was like, I should add music too.
The music adds a lot. The music definitely gives it an atmosphere, and I noticed you added music in your last video. It's just good. I like that you've sort of hit the ground running with it, and I'm excited to see where it's gonna go.
I have 3 other videos in mind already, so
there you go.
Mhm.
So there you go. Another that's another creative thing that's you've taken on, all because of this sort of extra time, this new situation we find ourselves in. So there it is.
yeah, Melvin, you should watch it.
I should-
And who else is on here? Dark Side, you should watch it. Who else is
Well, Darkside says he must have been. I didn't see the chat till earlier.
He says,
Darkside
"I love
I love
cats."
cats.
Oh, you
Well,
cool
cats are very
and
cute.
kittens.
They're very cute. There, yeah. Hey, all you cool cats and kittens.
Regine, do you edit your videos with like, please like, comment, and share?
I actually didn't do
There you
that
go.
in my last video, but in my first video, I think I said it like 5 times. I'm like, wow, I'm so annoying. I'm gonna stop asking people.
Hi guys,
But-
it's Regine Alaina.
That's exactly how I start.
Yeah. And asking for the like and the subscribe and all that, it does work. It works.
Well, you know what? I'll do it for my next one.
Yeah. Well, because you know what I've even noticed? I've even noticed where because the YouTubers that I watch, I always make sure whenever I watch their videos, I always hit the like button.
Mhm.
And I try to leave
Someone
a comment
disliked
too.
my video.
Oh, well, I don't know why that would happen, but that's gonna happen too.
On my first video, like my intro video, someone disliked it. I'm like, haters, who would dislike an intro video?
That's okay. I mean, you know what I find is, in terms of likes and dislikes, they don't really matter. However, a liked, even if it's a dislike, it's still a view. Like, the person had to watch it. So I just say, hey, you watched the video. Thank you for watching the video.
Or that you as Melvin.
Yeah. Melvin came in and was like,
Melvin's a hater, and he's like, nope, I don't like it.
I
Just like,
I was like, who
dislike that.
disliked it?
Dislike that. But anyway, the thing I was saying is, even YouTubers that I like, that I watch regularly, sometimes, I just forget, or like especially some YouTubers I watch, I'm more listening than watching. Like, say, I don't know, like say Phil DeFranco, for example.
Yeah.
He does the news. I like his videos, but he's the type of thing where I could be having it next to me while I'm, say, doing the dishes and getting my news update. But then every video he'll always go, and if you like that, make sure you hit like, or whatever he says.
You're like,
and
okay.
and then I go, oh yeah, oh, I forgot, So it's important to
Yeah.
mention because even people who would normally like the video, sometimes people forget, you know. Which reminds me, everybody, if you're watching this live stream, please smash that like button, hit that
I'm gonna do
subscribe
it right
button.
now.
If you're watching on Twitch and D Live, hit that follow button now.
I just
because
liked
it helps out the
it.
channel. It helps out the channel.
Yeah,
It helps the
turn
algorithm,
on
all
your
that
push
stuff.
notifications.
Exactly.
Turn on those push
Everything.
notifications.
I
Yeah.
have that for Scott's channel, and every time he goes live, I'm like, ugh, erase.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, because I've been going live, well, now counting today, basically 6 days a week, I'm live on my YouTube channel now.
It's crazy.
It's been
Wow.
quite a wild ride, because that's the thing, like we've all been taking on new things through this pandemic, and the thing that
Yeah.
I find I've taken on has been
Video games.
gaming. Yeah. It's so weird because I mean, I just started doing it again. I mean, I've probably told this story a few times on the show, but not to Melvin.
Like every
Um,
episode.
Well, it's like we were supposed to do an episode with Athena Park, and then literally the night before it was like, oh wait, we have to social distance. Okay, we cancel the show, and then it's Sunday morning rolls around, and I'm like, this is weird. I'm not used to not being live. It's Sunday morning. Why aren't we live? So I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna jump on and play a video game, right? And I started playing, and then suddenly people started showing up. People who've never come on before, but they came on because of the gaming content. And then since I've been going, it's
They've been here.
They've been here, and the audience has been like I've got this brand new audience that I've been learning and building up in a community, and I've built a Discord server, and people have been coming in there, and it's just sort of, you know, I'm a gamer
You're
now.
officially a gamer, yeah. My gosh.
And it's so much fun. I mean, I just started a new game. I just started Mega Man 11, which Mega Man is my most favorite video game character. This is him here.
Nice.
This is Mega Man. There's Mega Man.
That's so cute.
Yeah. But
Do you have
so
a
he's
channel?
sorry. What were you saying?
Do you stream you playing video games?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you.
So
Sorry, my connection was off.
yeah, I've been streaming gaming now. It's still on YouTube, but I multi-stream. So like so right now people are watching the show on YouTube, D Live, and Twitch. And same
Nice.
thing on this same channel. Those three spots. I've been streaming gaming every Monday to Friday basically. And yeah,
That's
it's
why he missed
growing.
my birthday, because he was too
That's
busy
right. I couldn't come
streaming.
to your birthday because I was running a Brawlhalla tournament through your birthday
Whatever.
party.
Where Melvin was there.
Sorry.
Yeah, for like
Yeah.
3 hours or
Melvin
like
was
2.
It was a long birthday.
Yeah, that looks like it was a
Yeah.
good party actually. It looked like it
You
was a good
missed
party.
out.
I know.
We brought
I
out
did
the
miss out.
90s.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it was a good.
Melvin's outfit was pretty bomb, actually.
was
Now
very
you'll never
Hawaiian.
know.
I'll never know.
I just.
You'll never
Well, I mean, we could talk about more things, or we could wrap things up. How are you guys feeling? Are you guys awake? Are you tired? What's going on here?
Melvin?
I think we've covered a lot of things today.
We have. I
We
would
have.
agree
All the
with you there.
updates. Yeah.
All right, so you know what? Actually, Melvin, why don't you tell us where can people find you? So I've got your Instagram there below, but I guess obviously the newest place would be your TikTok, right?
Yeah, so everyone can find me on TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram, and Facebook at Melvin Bejo, Melvin Bejo. You can definitely send me an email or send me some positive DMs, and let me know and inspire me to probably start my YouTube channel. And yeah, Happy Mother's
go.
Day.
Happy Mother's Day. That's right. So there you go. Find him, Melvin Bejo, on all of those platforms: TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram. Regine, where can people find you?
So enthusiastic. You guys can find me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and now YouTube under It's Regine Alaina. And again, as mentioned, the Galaxy pageant is postponed, but I still highly suggest that you guys follow my journey because it's not ending yet. At Instagram and Facebook at Ms. Galaxy Canada. Where can they find you, Scott?
Well, people, you can find me right here where you're watching this very show. YouTube.com/ScottDionBrown, Twitch.tv/ScottDionBrown, or DLive.tv/ScottDionBrown. And when I'm not there, you can find me at these two places on Instagram and Twitter Scott Dion Brown, Facebook, Scott Dion Brown, and possibly in the near future, thanks to Melvin, on TikTok, probably
Yay.
at Scott Dion Brown.
You don't look very certain about that, Scott.
Well, because I haven't signed up yet. So if someone goes in and steals, don't steal my name, people.
I'm gonna
who are
do it.
watching.
I'm totally gonna
Although
do it.
because I said that, somebody's
Wait,
probably gonna do it.
I'm totally
Wait,
gonna
no,
do it.
I think I searched up Scott Dion Brown on TikTok, and I think someone has your name.
For real? I don't
Yeah.
believe
Someone
it.
stole
I'll-
it. Yo,
Let me
that's
give me
funny.
1 second. I'll quickly check.
Okay, check. You know what?
That's hilarious.
There's no-
While Melvin's
Yes, go ahead, sorry.
doing that, make sure you guys follow the Sit Down on social media. Right, Scott?
Yes, that's right. Bottom right corner of the screen there, you can see it. We're on Instagram at the Sit Down Radio Show. We're on Twitter at Sit Down Scott, and I believe Facebook we're at what is it? Just the Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown.
Yep.
So make sure
That
you
is it.
subscribe. You follow us there. I guess it'd be follow, right?
Yes.
It's a
follow
different
us.
word for every
Follow
platform.
us, and then make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel so I can edit my URL. Thanks, guys.
That's right. Get on there. Yeah, that's right.
Scott-
You need to, I think, get her to 100 subs. Let's go. What are you saying, Melvin?
Scott is with 2 T's, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, there is a username.
Name Scott Dion Brown.
Show us,
Yeah,
show us, show
yes.
us, show us, show us.
Can I show you? He has 2
Yeah.
followers. I don't know if you can
What's-
see it.
Is he a white guy?
No. Oh, is it like? Do you see it or no? Is it the other
Oh
way?
my god,
Yes.
someone totally took your name.
Somebody stole
That's
my
okay.
name.
That's okay.
Ooh.
No, it's not. You know what? I bet you it's not even. You know what? I'll bet you it is. I'll bet you it is somebody. Do they have any content?
Maybe
No,
they're mad at you
no,
for
they don't.
stealing their name. That's hilarious.
There's no content, which means they just took it to park the name. They just stole it.
I would
their name
totally
is
do
not-
it.
Their name is not Scott Dion Brown.
Is there a Regine Alaina? Yo, if there really is, Scott, that means you're making waves. People know who you are.
People know you.
Yeah. They know me enough to steal my TikTok profile.
That's
It'll be the kind of thing I was like.
hilarious.
It'll be like, hey, you want Scott Dion Brown? Give me $1,000. Give me $1,000. I'll give you.
So
Scott.
people do that. People do buy URLs and make it so that if, say, McDonald's wanted to take McDonald's, they'd have to pay it up.
Regine, there's no Regine Alaina.
Somebody stole my username.
That's hilarious. I bet you
Just
and your
to
brother.
park it.
You should download TikTok, Regine, and just like create your username so that no one takes it.
Yeah.
It's true.
Right?
Maybe I'll
It's
think
happened.
about it.
It's
Now someone's gonna do it because
Yeah, it's a thing.
guys, I'm broke. So
Should've-
if you really wanted to do that, it's fine.
Yeah,
Oh my
no, I won't
God.
be paying. I won't be paying for my username. But now I'm gonna have to have a different name on a
crazy.
different platform.
So did you have
I guess it was-
MySpace under Scott Dion Brown?
I don't know if I ever made a MySpace under my own name.
Or did you use
I think back
Symphony
then,
and
I think the only MySpace I made, yeah, it would have been my band profile at the time. It didn't really,
What was
I wasn't at the time really promoting just myself at the time. It was just I was in a band, so I made that.
I think every
Um,
social media platform that I've ever had was Regine Alaina. I mean, Asian Avenue is different, but everything else is probably Regine. No, T.Wire was not Regine Alaina. I'm just joking. Did you have an Asian Avenue page?
No, I was never on any of, or either none of those what you said. Oh, hi, Escanor. Hi, just showed up in the chat. Hi, Escanor. Welcome to the stream. We're wrapping up in a couple minutes, but welcome to the show. This is our weekly talk show, The Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown, and we're here with singer-songwriter Melvin Bejo, very talented singer. And what's up, Escanor? How are you doing? I'm kind of sad that my TikTok name is taken. It almost makes me be like, oh, maybe I won't make a TikTok then.
You can't because of that's hilarious. I'm
Just
sorry.
It makes me just like, oh, okay, well, I guess I'll go now. I guess I'll just take my ball and go home.
Are you sure it's spelled the right way, Mom?
It is. He just showed it. I saw it. It's there. It's
Actually,
And the
I think you can still have it, but you just have to have like capital letters for like Scott,
Oh.
Dion, and Brown. Because lowercase Scott Dion Brown is taken, but you can use uppercase letters.
Names are case sensitive. Okay, I'm gonna do it today. Even if I don't know what I'm gonna post. Damn it! Even the fact that we're saying this now, you know what's funny? It'll be hilarious if in the next like 20 minutes we go and it's like it's taken, and it's a picture of me. It might happen because like
you never know.
I'm doing it. Can I do it through my laptop? Because I'll do it right now.
Now, Regine, don't do it.
There's enough photos of Scott on my phone because of the sit down. I could totally I should make a sit down one then.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would be totally down for that. Except, I mean, it would be. I don't know if you want to take on the responsibility. No, you can post, but I was just gonna say like it would be more work for you is the only thing. I don't know if that's what you want to do.
I mean, I already do Instagram. It's fine.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. All right. Wow. Thanks to Melvin. We might be making the move onto TikTok.
Do it up, guys. Oh my gosh. I'll follow you right now.
We haven't made it yet. Calm down.
Yeah. Okay. All right. This is gonna happen. This is gonna happen.
Yes.
So,
but before we go, because it is Mother's Day, can we plug in my mom?
Oh yeah, ladies and gentlemen. You know what?
This is your Mother's Day gift, Mom.
This show was also brought to you by someone very important, and you know, one time, Regine, you and I were supposed to MC an event, right?
We were did MC an event. Yep.
And but right before that event, I had a little vacation. I had a little getaway in a very sunny place, a beautiful sunny place.
And what was the number one thing I said for you to do?
Well, the thing you told me to do was don't burn. Don't burn.
Don't forget the sunscreen.
Don't forget the sunscreen. And to be sure, I did not forget the sunscreen, but sometimes
you forgot to reapply.
Sometimes that happens when you go into the ocean, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it washes off, and in my case, strangely, for some reason, it washed off just my nose. My nose washed off. Everywhere else, it stayed on perfect. For some reason, the sunscreen on my nose just came off. And so I got back to Toronto, you know, the day before our event we're supposed to MC. And suddenly, I have my nose is beet red. I basically look like a clown. I have a clown nose. And but I was still able to go on stage looking like a normal, unclowned human being because of one person, Regine. One person. Mm-hmm. You know who that was?
I think I do.
It was beautified by Romina. Mm-hmm. That's right, everybody. Romina Dasig, internationally trained hair and makeup artist and motives advisor and custom blend specialist. She does amazing work on men and women. Mm-hmm. Regine, what can you say about her?
She's my mom. So I promise the person on the business card is not Romina. That's my picture. But
looks familiar. Yeah.
I don't look like that every day, but if I could, I would have her do my makeup and hair every day so I could look like that. She does everything from engagement photos to weddings, bridal showers, date nights, prom, debuts, anything, pageants, anything that you can think of, she'll do it for you. She does drag makeup as well. What else does she do? She's a hairstylist. She's done Melvin's makeup. So yeah, if you're looking for a mobile service when things clear up, you should definitely reach out to her. She also has a website. So if you Google Beautified by Romina, you will find her website.
There you go. Beautified by Romina. Happy Mother's Day, Romina. And you do great work. Check her out if you ever need a makeup specialist. Mm-hmm. She is your choice. Fantastic. There you go. That's a wonderful.
And if you go onto her website, you'll find Scott's picture there too.
Oh, really? Good.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Mm-hmm. Perfect. Okay, I've just downloaded TikTok.
Oh, it's happening.
It's happening, everyone.
And, I'm trying to see what I have to do. So I have to make a profile. It says swipe up for more. Oh, I'm seeing random people.
Did you create an account yet?
No, I just made the app. Oh, sign up. Okay. All right, sign up. I'm hitting the sign up button.
Wow, this is exciting.
Okay, I can use phone or email, continue with Facebook, continue with Google, or continue with Twitter.
Facebook.
I don't
Whatever
really,
you
I don't
want to link it to.
Yeah.
Twitter.
Maybe I'll just use my email. I'll just use my email.
I bet you it's taken.
Like they use my email? That would be weird.
Yeah.
Okay, hang on.
I
I'm
mean,
putting in my.
it's a pretty easy email.
Well,
You can expose it.
No, not today.
well, I mean,
Can you imagine? Scott's email is
It's probably like Guitar Hero at like at hotmail.com.
Guitar Hero. You're so funny.
Guitar
my
Heroes-
video.
Guitar Hero 69. Actually, that's
My
cool,
video
yeah,
is already at 95 views in one
Wow.
day.
Oh.
I bet you it was Scott trying to figure out how to make coffee.
I bet you it's all of your cousins. Okay.
Refresh. How do I do that? Okay, wait. I'm doing a CAPTCHA. I have to drag the sticker to match it. Success.
This is what we do on the sit down, ladies and gentlemen.
Guys, we're watching Scott Dion Brown. Hang on.
Oh,
My password.
I just use one password.
same.
You guys use one password for everything? That's what they say. You should never do that.
I have two passwords and I alternate it. So when it's like forgot password, I go, oh, okay, then I'll change it to the other password. But then I'll be like, oh, use it password you haven't used it already. What?
Okay, it's not case sensitive. It's saying that's why the suggested one was Scott Dion Brown 2. I will not be Scott Dion Brown 2.
You should put the official Scott Dion Brown.
Yeah, you should put like the.
Or the Scott Dion Brown.
Yeah.
Or Scott Dion
the-
Brown official. Scott Dion Brown official, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you could do what I do instead of it's Regine Alaina. You should it's Scott Dion Brown.
It's Scott Dion
whatever.
Brown.
An official sounds like you're like
Scott
no,
Dion
it's
Brown
mine.
official. Yeah.
I mean, that's something. Scott Dion Brown official. I mean, that is something people do, right?
Yeah, like people who are verified.
It
You're
says
like,
you can
I-
always change it. It also says you can always change this later.
Okay.
So, yeah,
but
if
I
I-
don't think
I-
anyone else is gonna change it. That's hilarious. I'm
So wait, does that
sorry.
mean if the other person changes their username, can I then change it to that?
Yes. So you should message him personally and be like, "Hey, I would really
Yo, bro.
appreciate it if you're
Like,
not
hey
gonna."
man, hey,
Stop
what are you
catfishing
trying to
people.
do? What are you trying to pull here?
Scott Dion. That would be a
Okay,
funny TikTok.
Stop
video.
trying to catfish me.
All right, edit profile, change photo.
That's hilarious. You should change it to the same photo as the other person. Hey, at least that person didn't use your photo, because then you could have been like, there's a lawsuit on here.
Yeah.
Well, but that would almost be better because at least then I could claim that they were like, you know, like I would have
Impersonating
grounds
you.
to have it like, hey, they're pretending to be me. But okay, what picture should I use here? What do I got?
On this
What do I-
week's episode of The Sit Down, we're
No, this-
talking TikTok.
So everybody watching this, go follow me on Scott. Go follow me on TikTok right now. It's Scott Dion Brown official. The real Scott Dion Brown. Scott Dion Brown official. Okay.
Yo, he's upset.
Melvin, do it right now. Be my first follower.
Check your notifications.
Oh, you've already done it.
Already done it.
Wow. Okay, now I
Melvin,
will
can
say
you make
this.
me a TikTok account? Because I'm too lazy.
And I will say this, people. I don't know when I'm going to post or what I'm going to post because
Or
I
if
do
you
want to
even
take some,
post.
I will post, but I want to take some time to like Melvin said. You know, you got to find sort of what you want it to be, right? What are you trying to create here, right? You don't want to. I want it to be unique. I want it to be something that's different than whatever. You know what I'm saying? Does that
Of
make
course.
sense?
Taylor, your brother's officially on TikTok. What do you have to say for that? I'm just kidding.
I'm trying to find a good profile picture to use.
Just use the same one you use for everything.
Yeah, I'm probably going to, except like I can't find it. I have it on my phone here somewhere.
I think a lot of people would watch your TikTok videos if they are about like gaming and like streaming, that type of stuff.
Yeah.
It would be really, really cool and be fun for you.
And some like
'Cause you're on
behind the
YouTube,
scenes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, hang on. I'm choosing a profile picture now. This is good people. You guys are witnessing history here. This
Yeah.
is the beginning of I can use one of my old modeling photos. Looks pretty
Wow.
good. Okay,
You know, you
that's the
can
picture I
just
always
change
use.
your profile picture, right?
Yeah, but I want to get it right. Okay, here. Okay, I'm posting this photo. What do I? Oh, I have to put a check mark. Confirm.
Ooh, I'm also giving you more content. You should like do a behind the scenes on how to edit a film or like edit YouTube videos or something. You know?
Yeah, so I can
People
figure
need
out how
that.
to do it.
Me too. I need to learn how
I
to
need
do
to
that.
learn. I'm tempted to be like, here, Scott, take my footage and edit it.
On TikTok, do I put I've got username and name. Is the name like? Should I put like? Because right now it's just one word, Scott Dion Brown. Should I split it into 3 words? Like I put my name there, and then username would be Scott Dion Brown official.
Correct.
Mhm.
Okay, so I just changed that.
You update your
Save.
bio.
Scott Dion Brown, username Scott Dion Brown official. My username, it's tiktok.com/ Scott Dion Brown official.
Oh,
Add a
that's
profile. I will add my standard profile.
Do you have a website that you can add? You can add websites.
actually- Put your YouTube channel.
I'd probably put my my YouTube.
Yeah.
My face
Yeah,
is shrinking.
Okay, I'm gonna
Fair.
put my standard bio.
Wow.
I can add Instagram to my profile. Should I do that?
Yeah, of course.
If you really
Did you
want
do
to
that to
look
yours?
legit, then yeah.
I added. You know what you should do? Your first TikTok should be you filming your screen and us waving.
All right, yeah, okay, I will.
You should be
Or
like, just
You should
download
do a screen video of you searching up your name and not finding yourself.
Yeah.
Or you can just take the clip of when you realize that your name was already taken.
That's true. I probably will.
Because that's what I'm
Yeah,
going
that's
to
a
do
good
for
call.
our Instagram.
Ooh, one of the big pieces of advice that I learned when I just downloaded the app was you could either record on the app 15 to 60 seconds, or you can just record on your phone, like a video, and then upload it later. Because a lot of people think that, oh, I only can film on the app and like it'll only show, 15 to 60 seconds. But no, you can actually edit and cut the videos that you want to show that you've uploaded.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I just added I just synced my YouTube to it as well. But is that going to automatically? That's not going to post to my YouTube channel, right?
I don't think so.
Nope. No, it won't.
Good. Okay. I've updated my profile. I have one follower, Melvin Bejo. Do I follow back though? I don't know. Okay, I followed you. I follow you. I'm following you.
Did
Melvin.
you see Melvin's face? He's like, what?
Unfollow. Block.
Blocked.
Block. Unsubscribe.
Scott, Melvin's just going to follow the
Wow.
other Scott Dion Brown.
Yeah.
Your
I'm gonna follow the
bio,
other, promote his channel.
your bio is amazing. do you want to know it,
Is
Regine?
it his standard one that he has on like his Instagram?
No. Are you ready, guys? His bio is. Are you okay with me sharing?
Yes.
Isn't it like dashing international, whatever?
How did you know?
Because it's on
I
his
have it on everything.
Instagram.
I put that on everything.
Superstar.
Dashing international superstar. That's me.
That's
Oh my
amazing.
gosh. The
That's
fact
so
that I
cool.
even knew that is scary.
All right, so I've made it. I'm here. I'm here in the
He's
world, and you know what? It looks
here.
pretty funny. There's a bunch of Justin Trudeau things I'm seeing.
Yeah.
Because now's
Somebody's
the time.
got Justin Trudeau's on the TV like giving his speech, and then the hair's blowing in the wind, so the
Oh,
guy's
the hair?
pretending that he's
Yeah.
like being a hairstylist.
Oh
yeah.
my
There's some
god.
funny
Okay.
content out there. 2 things for advice on the app. Following. There's like if you go on your homepage, the following is like all the videos that your followers post, and then there's something called a For You page.
For you,
Which
yeah,
is-
that's what I'm seeing now. Yeah.
A For You page is what like all the viral content has been posted to. So like
Okay.
what's really,
So right
really
now you can only see Melvin's videos.
Well, the
Uh,
For
you-
You page is full of a bunch of different random people, but
yeah. Also, another piece of advice: if you like a video, how the TikTok algorithm works is it'll base what to show you on your For You page based on what you like. So if you're liking cooking videos, or if you're liking artists or singers on your For You page, it'll constantly keep showing you people who
So it's like Instagram.
basically, yeah.
okay.
So you're never gonna see content that is not catered to you.
My
You know.
Instagram for you is literally all pageant dresses, wedding stuff, and 90 Day Fiance.
Right? No. And then if you want to, oh my god, I love 90 Day Fiance is so funny. I'll send you something later.
Okay.
But on the discovery page, it'll show you what's trending and what's not. If you're looking for hashtags to use on what to go viral, there's like show you what's trending. So like moms of TikTok, obviously because it's Mother's Day. Hashtag garden because everyone's gardening right now. Hashtag DIY bedroom and like everything. So it's really, really cool. Hopefully, you utilize the app and then blow up your channel too.
All right. Okay, everybody,
Yeah.
there it is. I'm on TikTok now.
You did it.
Follow my TikTok, Scott Dion
What is it
Brown
again?
Official. The best TikTok ever.
Don't follow the other one. That's a hoax.
Don't follow the other Scott Dion Brown. That's a fake one.
We don't know who
Unless
he is.
unless I can somehow get my hands on it.
You can.
I'm gonna
prob-
message it. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
be
message
like-
it.
Hey.
In fact, you know what? I'm gonna message it and I'm gonna report back next week onto what happened when I messaged it.
Should
Nice.
we report the guy as spam?
I think you can.
No. One, his name might be Scott Dion Brown.
Personally, I think Scott Dion Brown official looks really professional because like most of those accounts that have official, when you click on them, they're like verified. So I like the official. So it looks pretty
Should I do
legit.
Regina Alaina official? No, I'm just kidding.
You should. Oh, yeah, you should. Or Regina Alaina because it's not taken yet.
I'm totally gonna search Scott's name and see what happens.
Nice.
Have
Well,
you
I'm
ever
excited.
Googled yourself?
Of course I have.
I've started a brand new journey. What'd you say, Regine?
Have you ever Googled yourself?
Me? Yeah, many times.
All you get is a sit down and Twitter and
Nice.
video
Yeah.
game.
No, I think YouTube stuff pops up too.
Yeah, but
Don't
it's
you
all
find
the
it-
sit down stuff?
So crazy when you search up your name and you click Google Images, like those pictures will be there forever. So
what
I
sucks
found.
is when you search Scott's name, my photos are everywhere. What the hell?
Yeah.
I saw
If
a
I search
picture of
my
me.
name, if Scott's pictures will show up.
You should. No, I saw a picture of me from like grade 5 on Google. I was like, oh my gosh. It's from Facebook. Yeah, from Facebook.
Jeez.
It's like, oh no.
Oh, when you search Scott's name and you go to images, Melvin's picture shows up too.
Really?
Yeah, anyone that
I
we've
get-
had is on as a guest.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
I guess that makes
cool.
sense. Yeah, that's right. They'll all be. So all you people are attached to me forever now.
Wow.
Forever.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, me too.
Well, that's how it goes.
There's someone named Dion Brown.
Oh yeah, there's plenty of those. Yeah, yeah.
There's
That's the thing. There's when you search Scott Dion Brown, there's that's the unique combination. So
when I search up my name, it's all pageant stuff.
Is Dion your middle name?
My middle name is actually Dionisio.
Oh wow.
Dionisio. Why don't you use
Yeah.
that? That should be your TikTok name.
Actually, wait. What am I talking about? No, I'm lying. I'm lying. My middle name is not Dionisio. My grandfather's name was Dionisio.
Oh.
And my parents, what am I talking about?
Why are
My
you
parents, when they were
lying?
giving me my name, when my parents were giving me my name, they cut it in half and they just gave me Dion.
So is Taylor's
I thought it was short
second
for
name
the-
ECL? No,
Yeah.
I thought it was like Dionysus.
No, although that would be a cool story, but no,
but
it's not.
Dionisio sounds nice.
Dionysio's nice, yeah.
It does sound nice. I think
Yeah.
it was just, I think when they were naming me, my parents were just like, oh, well, that's kind of long, so they just chopped it
Scott
down and it
Dionisio.
makes it more snappy. They knew that when I was making my TikTok in the future, that it would be easier if it was just Scott Dion Brown.
And every other social media platform.
Correct.
Nice.
And it's worked. It worked out. I mean, I
I
can't
lied.
remember
When you
exactly.
search my full name, you get all my pageant pictures. That's scary.
Well, 'cause-
Wow.
yeah, but isn't that because you were using your regular name for a long
My
time?
full name is is for pageants. My Regina Alaina is. It's funny when people send me stuff like mail and they think my last name is Alaina. I'm like, yeah, they're so cute.
Oh.
Like, sure.
It's definitely smoother, rolls off the tongue faster.
Regina Alaina.
Mhm.
Well, we talked for an extra half hour.
We did.
But,
the title of this live stream should be "I finally downloaded TikTok."
I finally
Right.
downloaded TikTok. Yeah, exactly. I'll post some highlights and stuff. That's pretty exciting. I mean, we'll see what it becomes. I don't know. And is it generally landscape, on TikTok?
Portrait.
Portrait. That's what I meant. Portrait.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's something else I'll have to get used to doing, because I always film in landscape mode.
Or you can just like get your videos that were filmed in landscape and then just zoom in to make it look portrait. So it'll just probably have to show the middle of the video. That's what I do if I have any landscape videos.
Told you, he's
Makes
a TikTok influencer for a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
If anything, I can give you some more advice if you wanted to learn. I made a list of 20 like things to grow your channel, so I can
You know
send
you should do, Melvin? You should do a video on TikTok hacks. TikTok
True.
tips.
TikTok tips.
TikTok
Oh, yeah.
tick. I mean, tip. It's early, everybody. It's
TikTok
still
tip.
early.
I need to go
TikTok
to
tips with Melvin.
I'm excited because after this live stream, I'm gonna go pick up my order at IKEA, and then I'm gonna go to Costco because I want their chicken fingers and fries.
It's closed. You can't get food from Costco.
No, my location's open.
No, obviously
But the
it's
kitchen's
open, but I
open too?
mean the
kitchen's
the
open.
food court's closed.
Oh.
The food court, like you can still get food, but you can't sit down. It's
Okay, so
takeout.
it's just pick up only. Pick up only.
Pick up only.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
Okay, well let's wrap things up now. Let's wrap things up
Okay.
now.
I need to
'Cause,
pee.
I'm
Mel-
hungry.
yeah, there you go. It's been a long show. Actually, I'm kind of there too with you as well. Yeah, good
Like,
idea.
how
Okay,
much
so once
water-
again,
TMI,
I
guys.
drinking
TMI.
all this water.
yeah, there you go.
TMI, gents.
Okay, so everybody, once again, go and follow Melvin at Melvin Bejo on Instagram, on
TikTok.
on
YouTube.
Snapchat, all those good places. YouTube as well. Go
Instagram.
on there. Go find him. And Regine, it's Regine Alaina on Instagram and Twitter, as well as on Instagram under, what is it again? Miss Galaxy?
Yeah, Miss Galaxy Canada.
Miss Galaxy Canada. And find me right here, Scott
And you can
Dion
find me
Brown.
on YouTube.
everywhere.
Hey, how dare
Oh yeah, oh,
you?
that's right. And also find Regine on YouTube is right. That's right. Link in description. And also find me on TikTok at Scott Dion Brown Official. The best TikTok account there ever was. Except for Melvin's. Melvin's is first and mine will be second. Why not?
Thanks.
So, ladies and gentlemen, you could have, you can't go outside, you can't go anywhere, but you could have brought anything into your home through the magic of the internet, and you chose to bring this show, and for that, Regine and I are eternally grateful. So, thank you so much for tuning in. Please smash that like button, hit that follow button if you're watching on Twitch or D Live, hit that subscribe button if you'd like to see more content, and we had a wonderful time. This was a fun show. Melvin, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
All the best in all of your endeavors, and I'm so happy for you as your TikTok is exploding, and it's a wonderful thing.
Thank you.
And when this thing is all over, when we're back in studio again, we got to have you back to in person and catch up all that stuff. It'll be great.
100%.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for being here. Next live stream will be tomorrow night. I'll be playing Brawlhalla, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. We'll run a 1v1 tournament when there are enough of you, and it's going to be a great time. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye. We'll see you all next time.
Happy Mother's
Bye.
Day.
Yes,
Happy Mother's
Day.
Day. Bye.